Okay, let's get into this. We're looking at a really quite extraordinary medical event today.
Yeah, absolutely. It involves a pregnant woman, Lucy Isaac, who needed ovarian cancer surgery.
Right, at John Radcliffe Hospital. But the truly remarkable part, the bit that the Daily Mail called a medical miracle, is how they did it.
Exactly. They actually temporarily removed her entire uterus.
With the baby still inside?
Yes, with her unborn son, Rafferty, still inside the womb while they dealt with the cancer. It's just, wow.
That sounds almost unbelievable. A 5-hour surgery, a huge team.
15 people, led by Dr. Soleymani Majd. And you can really feel the weight of it when Dr. Majd described it as rare and a very emotional one.
I can only imagine the pressure must have been immense. 2 lives literally in their hands.
Precisely. And saving both mother and baby in such complex circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
It really speaks volumes about where medical science is heading.
It does. And to help us kind of grasp just how rare and complex this is, we've got some insights from Dr. Shaylee Sharma. She's a consultant gynecologist.
Ah, yes. From Cloud9 Hospital in Faridabad, her comments on IndianExpress.com were very helpful.
So what does she say about the rarity? Is this something surgeons do often?
Oh, not at all. Dr. Sharma makes it very clear. Cancer surgery during pregnancy is already uncommon.
Okay.
But actually taking the womb out temporarily with the baby still inside, she calls that extremely uncommon.
Extremely uncommon. So like almost never happens.
Pretty much. She emphasized these are only attempted in, quote, the most critical and carefully planned situations.
Critical and carefully planned, not a spur-of-the-moment decision then.
Definitely not. It seems these kinds of surgeries are documented in only a handful of cases worldwide. A handful.
Wow. Okay, so what tips the balance? What makes doctors even consider such a high-risk path?
That's the crucial question, isn't it? Dr. Sharma lays out the key factors they have to weigh up.
Right.
First, there's the type and stage of the cancer, obviously. How aggressive is it? How advanced?
Makes sense. Urgency matters.
Hugely. Then, critically, the gestational age of the fetus. How far along is the pregnancy?
Because viability changes things.
Exactly. And they have to consider the potential impact of delaying the mother's cancer treatment. Plus, her overall health is a big factor, too.
So it's this constant juggling act, this balance.
It's an incredibly difficult balancing act, yes. Weighing the mother's immediate survival against the risks, the potential risks, to the unborn child.
It's hard to even wrap your head around making that call. So when they do decide to temporarily remove the uterus, what happens to the baby? How do they keep the fetus safe?
Well, this is where the medical specifics get really interesting. Dr. Sharma points out, a baby can't survive outside the womb until at least, say, 22 to 24 weeks.
And even then, they need a lot of help, right? NICU.
Oh, absolutely. Extensive NICU support. But the key here is, during the surgery, the baby stays inside the uterus.
Okay, so the uterus comes out, but the baby stays in it.
Correct. And the most critical part, as Dr. Sharma highlights, is maintaining continuous blood flow and oxygen exchange.
Through the placenta.
Exactly. The placenta is the lifeline. Even though the uterus is physically outside the mother's body for a time, the vital blood vessels connecting it back to the mother are meticulously preserved.
Ah, I see. So it's still connected, still getting everything it needs from the mother.
Precisely. That ensures the baby keeps getting oxygen and nutrients without interruption. They use special techniques, too, like keeping the uterus warm.
How do they do that?
With warming blankets or special fluid-filled warming devices. And, of course, they're constantly monitoring the mother's vital signs, oxygen, blood pressure, to keep everything optimal for the baby.
The level of coordination and precision required is just mind-boggling.
It absolutely demands a multidisciplinary team. Dr. Sharma really stresses this point.
Right, not just the surgeons.
No, you need the oncologists, the cancer specialists, you need obstetricians who know everything about pregnancy. You need neonatologists, the baby doctors, ready for any outcome.
And ethicists, too, she mentioned.
Yes, even ethicists. Because the moral questions in these situations are profound. It's about integrating all that expertise.
Collaboration is key.
Totally. The oncologists handle the cancer side, the obstetricians guard the pregnancy, the neonatologists prepare for the baby's needs, perhaps if born prematurely, and the ethicists help navigate the difficult choices.
It's this whole ecosystem working together.
Exactly. And the ultimate aim, as Dr. Sharma puts it, is to preserve life on both ends wherever medically and ethically possible.
It really is a testament to medical advancement. Now, thinking about our listeners, especially those preparing for the UPSC exams, this might seem like a very specific, maybe even niche medical story.
Yeah, but it's actually quite relevant, wouldn't you say?
I think so. It touches on several key areas in the syllabus.
Definitely. If you're a UPSC aspirant, think about this in terms of, well, advancements in science and technology. That's core syllabus material for both prelims and mains.
Right. And for mains, specifically, you could connect this to healthcare discussions, complex medical procedures, bioethics.
For sure. The ethical considerations around interventions during pregnancy are huge. And understanding the need for these multidisciplinary teams, that links directly to ideas about integrated healthcare systems.
Good point. And for prelims.
Well, it's a concrete example of a rare, cutting-edge medical procedure. It reinforces why staying updated on significant scientific developments and their implications is so important.
So it's not just about the wow factor. It's about understanding the layers,
Mhm.
the medical, the ethical, the systemic.
Exactly. It's about seeing the connections, the broader picture.
So summing it all up then, what's the main takeaway from this incredible case?
I think the key thing is just how far medical science has come. The ability to perform such an incredibly complex procedure, saving the mother while also safeguarding the unborn child. It's remarkable,
Yeah,
but it also highlights how rare these situations are and the absolute necessity of meticulous planning and that deep multidisciplinary teamwork.
absolutely. So as you listening reflect on this, maybe consider the ongoing debates we have about medical interventions during pregnancy. How might advancements like this one influence those discussions moving forward?
That's a great thought. And specifically for our UPSC aspirants listening, think about the wider implications.
Yeah.
What does a feat like this mean for public health policy, for access to highly specialized care? Where do medicine and ethics intersect here?
Lots to think about.
Indeed.
Yeah.
How do we integrate these kinds of breakthroughs into our broader understanding of health and well-being in society?
Well, if you found this deep dive as fascinating as we did, please do give us a like, subscribe so you don't miss future discussions, and definitely leave a comment if you have questions or thoughts you want to share.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. And just as a reminder, our discussion today was based on reporting from the Indian Express, which covered the original Daily Mail story and featured those valuable insights from Dr. Shaili Sharma.